Hey friends, welcome to another episode of A Single Girl's Gotta Eat, the cooking show. Today we're doing something new, something I've never tried before. I'm really glad you're cooking along with me. But today we're making baby back ribs. I know, are you surprised? I'm a little surprised too. But I'm making these for my mom's birthday. This was her request. I always say yes to my mom, not always, but if I can, I say yes. So we are making baby back ribs. I've already got a potato salad in the fridge. I've got corn on the cob, on the grill, and blueberry oat bake for dessert. The blueberry oat bake recipe, you guys, is already up on the website. So go check that out. It's delicious. I make it a lot because it's so good. For breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and dessert. It's like, it could be any meal. But this is what I decided I needed for this recipe. One, to wear an apron, because I don't know what's gonna happen here, so I feel like I needed to be covered. This I got in South Africa. I love it so much. The other thing I felt like I needed was a scrunchie. Can you see my scrunchie? It's camo. I have a 12-year-old that makes me scrunchies. This was her newest one. She actually made me 3, one for me and for my nuggets. So really excited about that. I'm talking a lot because I'm a little nervous about what's gonna happen. But let's dive in, guys. Let's just dive in, right? So baby back ribs in the crock pot, low, cook it on low for 6 to 7 hours. The trick on the back side of this is going to be to stick the ribs when they're done in the crock pot on a baking sheet. Stick them under the broiler for 2 to 3 minutes to caramelize it. You're gonna baste it with some barbecue sauce, caramelize it. It's gonna be awesome. You could also just finish them on the grill if you wanted. Although you could actually cook them fully on the grill if you wanted to. But we're gonna do a crock pot version. Yeah, let's just jump in, right? Let's just jump in. We can do this. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, get about 3 pounds of baby back ribs. First time I ever bought them was for this recipe. You've got your crock pot. The first thing we're gonna do is, if there's an outer membrane on them, take the membrane off. This one did not have an outer membrane on it, so that was a step that I did not have to do. So just be aware of that. If there's a membrane, take off the membrane. Then we are going to do a dry rub on the ribs first before we stick them in the crock pot, okay? So what we have here, I left all of these guys out for you. Super, super easy. It's a teaspoon of each, except for the salt, which is 2 teaspoons, okay? So a teaspoon of brown sugar, garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, black pepper, paprika, chili powder, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, okay? So I've got these all pretty, like a little flower of spices, okay? I'm gonna dump them in a bowl. Give it a good mix. And then we are going to put it on the ribs. Okay, I'm gonna do some quick maneuvering. Again, if I was a professional, I'd have some music playing. Sorry, I'm just dropping stuff. No big deal. We got this. Okay, so ribs. These are ribs. Here's something else I've never done before. Dry rub. So I'm just gonna sprinkle. And then pat in. And make a mess in the process. Oof. This is why I'm using the apron. Okay, then flip. Do the rest on the other side. We're almost done. Okay, you guys, thanks for doing this with me. really am making a mess, but that's part of cooking, right? Okay, dry rub is on. Let me wash my hands really quick. This is also when I would be, you know, doing some sort of like fun song. Go to a commercial break. It's just not how we do things here. Okay, so crock pot is next. Now, I didn't know if it'd be able to work in my crock pot because I have a taller and rounder crock pot, right? So you have longer, more oblong crock pots, but it's gonna work in here too. And here's why, because we are literally going to wrap it around the outside of the crock pot, or like the walls of the crock pot. I hope. Yeah. This is going to be quite the cleanup. All right, we did it. We tucked it in. We tucked it in. Sorry, friends. You know how much I hate chicken? Like touching chicken? I think it's just any meat. I just hate touching the meat. Okay, so crock pot. We've got the ribs in the crock pot. We are going to put in half of an onion sliced. We are gonna put in about half a cup of water, which I forgot to get. We're gonna do that, half a cup of water. And then you're gonna put in 2 cloves of garlic. You're just gonna dump them in. And that's it, you guys, like that's the recipe. So there's a little bit of cleanup. I mean, there's a little bit of prep, a little bit of cleanup. But other than that, low and slow for 6 to 7 hours. And then remember, broil for 2 to 3 minutes afterwards, but take your favorite barbecue sauce. And then, you know, baste the ribs with the barbecue sauce. Stick them in another broiler for 2 to 3 minutes. Serve immediately, or you can finish them up on the grill. And that's it, you guys. So it's super easy recipe. Yeah. Which all of us can do, regardless of our level of expertise in the kitchen. So you guys, thanks for joining me on another episode of A Single Girl's Gotta Eat. It's like I have a microphone. Yeah, thanks for cooking along with me. Single Girl's Gotta Eat is just a single girl's guide to doing singleness well. Much love, friends. Talk to you soon. Bye.